Hello. Welcome to Spirit Homework. I'm so glad you can make it, whether you're watching live or the recording of this. Welcome. It's March 30th, 2023. My name is Rochelle. I am the founder of Brown Bruha. I am a psychic and spirit communication educator, and I do these spirit homework streams every other week to help you stress less, to help you worry less, or to help you make sure that you're stressing and worrying about what you actually need to be stressing and worrying about, and not spending any extra energy on anything that you don't need to be. So yeah, I hope you're doing well, but honestly, if you're watching Spirit Homework, there's and if you are a human, there's probably something, right, that you're struggling with. If everything was going great, then you probably wouldn't be here. But that's okay. We're human, That's life. Okay. So, let's see. I think today is going to be a little bit more chill. That's kind of what I'm feeling, what I've been picking up. I don't know about you, but my energy's been kind of wonky all week. Yeah, so I'm gonna do what I need to do and take care of myself. Keep this one probably a little bit shorter. I think I'm just gonna do 3 messages today, and yeah, we'll see what comes out. Before I get into it, I just want to let you all know that if you require more guidance or deeper guidance, more specific guidance than what you receive from the Spirit Homework, my books are open for April. I'm generally available Tuesdays and Saturdays. You can find the link to my books in the description. And yeah, find a time. You'll be able to book according to your time zone. And yeah, we can get into it way deeper than what we do in Spirit Session if you need it. All right. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that. I hope it's not getting picked up on the microphone. But part of the reason why I'm wanting to keep this week's stream a little bit shorter is I have asthma. I'm having asthma symptoms caused by my allergies from my roommate, my cat, and so I love them so much. I'm never gonna get rid of them, but yeah, I've just been wheezing, and it's really annoying to have to deal with this when I talk so much for work. I'm just gonna adjust my microphone a little bit because I know I'm a loud talker. Yeah, so it's kind of been putting me on edge a little bit. My body's a little bit on edge. And then the kitty cats, they're not as happy because I'm not. Last night was the first night that I didn't allow them to sleep in the bed with me. And it was just really sad. It's a lot of crying and headbutting the door. Not for me, obviously, because I can open the door if I want to. But yeah, so this lung issue that I'm having right now is not ideal, but I'm dealing with it. It's it's a time of transition. It's interesting too, because it is what I'm doing with my routines is aligning astrologically with what's going on with me. Oh, thanks, Samantha. She says, or they say, hope you get some relief soon. Me too. Because it fucking sucks. But anyway, I always say I'm not an astrologer and then I talk about astrology. I need to stop doing that and just stay in my lane. But anyway, yeah. So that's kind of what's going on with me. I've also been doing a lot of behind the scenes work, and just updating my website this week, working on curriculum for Spirit Found, and then also just planning out how I'm going to be delivering more content to you all. And I know I talk about that a lot, But I've been studying content creation a little bit more and getting more realistic about what is within my capacity, and then also figuring out how I can best share stuff with you all that is educational, that's useful, that's authentic and true. So something else that I've been working on too, as part of that, is I updated the podcast. So new title now, Practical Woo Podcast, is entitled Genuinely Psychic. And yeah, so that's switching it up, or I'm switching that up. There's new podcast art, so if you want to check that out, go check it out. Search Genuinely Psychic in Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. You'll see it there. What else? There's something else that I've been doing. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, there's just been a lot of changes this week, and maybe that's why, like, my mind's, like, kind of, like, all over the place. But a lot of changes that I'm making for you all so that I can help you all more in your psychic communication journey, your spiritual development journey. And yeah, there's a lot to look forward to. So yeah, that's it for updates. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna make this week's a little bit shorter just because I'm not feeling that well and I want to give my lungs a rest, you know. So what I'm gonna do, like I always do, is I am going to shuffle the cards, and I will I'm gonna pull out 3 piles, and as I'm doing that and while I'm tuning in, please, if this is your first time watching any of the spirit homeworks, check out the disclaimer in the description. But yeah, if there isn't anything else that I can think about, no, that's it. That's it for me for now. Okay, so yeah, go. I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna go ahead and tune in, and let's see what spirit has to say. Okay. Okay. Something's coming up that I feel like I need to talk about before I get into it. And it is about confidence in your psychic abilities. So if you are, this message is for you. If you're somebody that is actually working on your abilities to channel or to tune in or to communicate or any kind of energy work, but communication is a big one that's coming up. And so what I'm picking up on is some people are having issues with how accurate they feel like they are with what they're able to channel and interpret. And I feel like maybe, well, this message is for you if you found yourself recently struggling to have like the level of clarity that you want, or maybe like you're doing tarot readings for yourself or other people and they're just like not hitting the way that you usually have them. I don't know, it almost feels like you've lost your mojo or something like that. Maybe that's what you feel. Gosh, when I learned that phrase, it was like from Austin Powers, and that is such a, like, looking back, that like movie is like not a good movie, you know. But anyway, sorry to get distracted, but anyway, yeah, maybe you feel like you've lost that spark, and I think like part of it is, okay, just like with any other talent or ability, you should know that it's not an indication of whether or not you are good at psychic communication or spirit communication. If like you're not like 100% super accurate each and every time. Okay? Even doctors mess up. Even surgeons mess up. And one mess up doesn't mean that the doctor, the engineer, so whoever name a professional is not good at their job. It just means that they fucked up or they messed up, or maybe you had a bad day, maybe you have like other stuff going on. Maybe it's just like a really stressful week for you. Maybe you have lung issues. Maybe you have I don't know. There's a lot of different things that you could be experiencing as a human that can impair or slow down or cloud your psychic abilities, and that's okay. We are always connected to spirit, to each other, and we don't have to be equally as tuned in all the time in order to receive the most benefit from these abilities. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever practiced selective hearing? I don't know. I guess it's a little bit different though. That analogy is not as accurate because in this instance, the people that are struggling are people who actually do want to hear. So they're not practicing selective hearing. It's kind of like the opposite. Like, I do want to hear. I do want to know. But, as I'm tuning in to this message, I'm starting to feel really tired. And I think that you need to listen to your body a little bit more and allow yourself to rest, because it's because resting your physical body is part of what you need in order to like get back to 100%. And this is totally normal. It's totally normal even for professional psychics, people who do this every day for other people, in instances where it might feel like a little bit more high stakes, like even for me. That's why I'm not channeling every day. I don't take appointments every day. Well, I do channel every day, but not for other people. So yeah, I kind of feel like you might be doing too much, or it might be that you're in a season in your life where you don't need to be accessing guidance from other people in order to reach whatever goals, or like finish whatever it is, or achieve whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Yeah, it's almost like, well, I don't know. It's like 2/3 already know what they need to do, and it's almost like you need another confirmation after you've already had 100 confirmations. Like, no, just go fucking do what you need to do. And then on the other third of people, it feels like part of it's like not really something where the psychic information is really gonna help you anyways. That's kind of what it feels like. It's like, okay, maybe you don't have the answers, but you kind of just have to like figure it out on your own, go on that journey, have a little bit of faith, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of experiences that we have, even though we have these abilities, where it's like you might find yourself calling your guides, calling your spirit team, and they're just not answering, because it's like, this is on you. This is something for you to do by yourself, on your own. We're not going to give you any hints, except that you just need to believe in yourself and trust that everything's going to work out, which is really annoying. I totally understand. But yeah, so that's kind of what it feels like here. And so the rest thing that's coming in, it's like, psychic communication takes a lot of energy, especially if it's not something that you do regularly. So you're better off resting, redirecting that energy to your recovery, or whatever it is that you actually need to accomplish, taking more other concrete steps towards achieving whatever it is that you need to achieve. Not everything has to have a magical or a metaphysical solution, you know? I don't know. Sometimes you just need to, like me with my cats, you know, I'm having this like lung issue. At first I was like, oh, like, okay, yes, lungs associated with grief and stuff within Chinese medicine. Am I grieving something? But then I was like, no, you know what? I think I just need to like not be in the bed with the cats anymore. And that's okay. It doesn't have to, you know, very oftentimes there are meanings, and maybe I will look back on this experience for myself and I'll find the meaning later. But as of right now, it's about taking care of my body, my physical well-being, and redrawing boundaries with my cat. So anyway, yeah. I feel like being like, any questions? I don't know why. Even though I don't know who's gonna want to ask. Okay, you don't actually have to ask questions, but then it's like who's gonna want to ask questions after being told we're not gonna give you the information that you want. You know, it's like, yeah, it's so mean. It's so mean. It's tough love, parental tough love. That's what it feels like. But okay, I'm just gonna mute myself for a second so I can cough. All right, let's get back into it. So I'm actually gonna pull some cards now. Sorry if you can hear me breathing really hard. I'm short of breath because of this thing. But here we go. All right. Please give us 3 messages. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Whoa. Okay, that's the first one. A couple more. I see Queen G making faces in the comments there. Two more. All right. Dang. Okay. Wow. Very strong energy here. So the 3 piles that we have, or the 3 cards that we have. Number 1, we have the Devil. Then we have the 2 of Wands. And lastly, we have the King of Wands. Okay. So let's see. Wow. Very strong energy here. There's a lot of like impatient energy. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, it kind of feels like a wave. It kind of feels like something that's going to pass, but something that a lot of people are dealing with. And actually, you know what? Where am I? I'm going to use my Kits and Chops Playful Heart Tarot. This is it. Show it to you. It's very cute. I think I've read with this before. But just to like bring in some loving, cutie mood into this reading for you all. Even though I feel like you might not want it. But oh well. I'm gonna temper this heat here. Alright. Give me 2 cards for each pile, please. What do they need to know? 2, 2, 2. Okay. So, message number 1. We have the Devil, and we also have the Fool and the 6 of Pentacles. Yes. Alright, so let's get into what this means here. Okay, this is work. It's work or like a creative partnership. I feel like you're getting irritated with your coworkers or whoever it is that your partner is in this creative endeavor. It could be like a romantic partner. Like it could be your spouse or your significant other. It could be that whoever it is. Yeah, I mean, it could be any kind of collaborative partnership. But the first thing that came to mind was like work. It's like somebody that you're doing a project with, or maybe it's like a creative partner. Or anyway, it just seems like you're getting sick of each other. Like you're butting heads. Like it's almost like that person will just say like hello, and instantly their voice like it's like nails on a chalkboard, and I don't fucking know why, but you know what? Sometimes that's just how it is, right? And I see that you see that it feels silly. Um it feels silly because at the same time there's so much that's going really well. That's it feels like within this partnership you've reached a level that you've been striving for a really long time, whether that's like economic stability or like workflow or recognition, or I don't know, it just seems like you've gone to the next level, or you're entering to a new chapter, a new era, and maybe it's like growing pains where, sorry, just moving around. It kind of reminds me of like when I was a teenager, and there was one time where I was PMSing and I didn't have a towel in the bathroom, and I cried because I didn't have a towel. And it's like, really? Really? That's why you're crying? Like, you're like feeling these really strong emotions. And you know it's not rational, you know it like doesn't really match, but you can't control it, and it's kind of like this is just what my body wants to do. And that's okay. That's totally okay. I feel like this is gonna pass. Um, and it's gonna be part of it is that there's it's you and your partner both adjusting to this new era, this new chapter, this new fill in the blank. It feels like a positive shift, a positive transformation that you are stepping into. But it just I don't know. Maybe you're just like not used to it, and so it's like a little bit tiring. It's a little bit stressful. Maybe it's making you a little bit cranky. Maybe you are experiencing hormone changes too. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not sure, but I kind of feel like yeah. It's kind of like it's something that's temporary. If you can, I would suggest that you two kind of like take a break from each other, because you're not, it doesn't feel like there's like actually any problems between you two. It's kind of like a personal problem that you have, or maybe they're having this problem and you're on the receiving end of this. If you can take a break from each other for like 2 or 3 days, I think that would be perfect, because you just gotta let this wave of annoyance or irritation or stress pass. Yeah, I feel it tingling here. Yeah, because it's good. Like, or maybe you're just like like you're feeling like an Eeyore and you're like, oh, everything's so good around me and I fucking hate it. I don't know. Like, just, yeah, I don't know. Somebody's coming in with the hater energy or the grumpy energy, and maybe you just need some alone time. They just need some alone time. You just need time to be apart. And come back to it in a few days and you both will be okay. Yeah, let me just double check on this. Yeah, you see this? So I pulled for you the Four of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I feel like you kind of just need some time to yourself with just, I don't know, someone that doesn't talk or no one at all, you know? Just doing your own thing. And yeah, with the Four of Cups, I feel like you'll be back to normal in no time. Just give it a few days. Yeah. All right. That's kind of funny. But good luck. Good luck with everything. Okay, so message number 2, we have the Two of Wands. And your other cards are, oh, interesting. We have the Seven of Cups and the Devil. The Devil again. Okay. Man, what's happening here? Oh, interesting. Oh, I know what this. Okay. So, this message is for people who are, you've had some kind of divine inspiration to embark on a new path or a different path or go out on your own or something like that. It could be like school, a new profession, a new creative project idea. I don't know why there's like a lot of like creative project stuff going on in this reading, but that's what it is. Yeah, so if that's you, or you're like, I'm a librarian, but now I feel like I want to become a dental hygienist, or like I'm an engineer, but I always wanted to write a blog about my favorite types of pens or something like that. If that's you, this message is for you. There's people who I feel with the Devil and the Seven of Cups trying to influence your vision, and not because they're concerned for your success. I mean, I feel like they are concerned for your success, but not in a supportive way, at least not for you. I kind of feel like there's people that are trying to influence your decision making and bring you down, or make you like stay down on their level. When I'm looking at this Devil card, what I'm feeling is like moldy fungus, like not that anything's bad with mold or fungus, but I'm getting like earthy smells, like damp basement kind of smell. That's kind of what I'm smelling here, and it's just like people, it feels like people wanting to like bring you back down, keep you down at their level, because they're afraid that if you really do go, about them, that they're gonna have to come out of the light and actually like make some changes for themselves too, because they see you, they see your vision, they see that you actually are really serious about that. And I feel like it's kind of like, it's so different from their reality that they think that it's bad. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay. All right, so what's the homework here? Yeah, it's like spores, like, and it's very insidious too. It feels like you might not even be detecting it, because they're kind of just like putting things out there here and there. Maybe they'll say one thing here, say one thing there. So if there's anybody that you're confiding in about this that you kind of have like a weird feeling about, I would say to trust that feeling, and to just like be careful about how much you, I don't know, be critical of like the feedback that you get from people when it comes to this new thing. Yeah, because I don't know, I feel like they want to keep you down, or they're like telling you stuff that is like a distraction or wrong, or like, I don't know, like, I don't know. It's like, it's interesting because like what you want to do is so foreign from what they do. And it's not like what they do is bad or below you or anything like that. It's just different. It's a different way of existing. But I feel like they're looking at what you're doing and it makes them feel bad. So be careful. Be careful here. All right. What's the solution? What's the homework? Okay. I mean, I could have told you this without pulling any cards. Okay, so the cards that you have here are the Empress and You Are Free. Aren't these cards beautiful? The Empress and You Are Free. Okay, so you need to follow your gut instinct. You need to follow what is coming up for you. This like the spark. When you feel that spark of inspiration, the when you think about how it feels when you envision you actually like living the vision that you're having, or doing what it is that you want to do, whatever is represented by this Two of Wands. Remember that feeling, and actions that make you feel that way are the ones that you're going to want to actually follow through with. Yeah, it's all about, I hate to talk this way, but it's all about matching the vibration, literally. So like how it makes you feel, how like within your body. That's what they want you to pay attention to. Like if you, so let me just show you how I'm arriving to this conclusion. So you see these 4 cards. This one here is the one that's represented by those other people, right? But the other 3 cards are all kind of like in the same color scheme. It looks like they could even be like, different parts of the same scene, like different pieces of the same scene. And that's kind of like where you're headed. That's where you could be headed potentially. It's up to you what you decide that you want to do next. But yeah, I think like you'll know that this message is for you if there's people who you feel like are like trying to make you doubt yourself, or like sow like seeds of fear or worry into like whatever it is that you're trying to pursue. And that's when you know it's not that what they're saying is not useful or helpful or coming from a good place. Okay, I mean like, but you have to know that they are operating from a place of fear, or like almost like a jealousy. I don't know. Fear, everybody's different. This is like a general reading, but like the way that they're operating is just different from the way that you're operating, and it's not good, it's not bad. What you're doing is not good, not bad, but just know that the advice that they give you is not aligned with like the direction that you're heading. So this is when your discernment about like your intuition, your gut, how the decisions that you're contemplating make you feel, like that's what you need to prioritize, not the fear mongering or whatever that's coming from these people, that person or people that are represented by the devil. Although I kind of do feel like there's like, if there's more than one person, they might be talking to each other and like backing each other up in a weird way. But those people are not focused on growth in the way that you are. So just know that, okay? All right. Okay, let's move on to our last message. And I'll give my lungs a break. Okay, so we have the King of Wands. And the 2 other cards that we have here are the Ace of Swords and the 10 of Cups. There you go. All right. This is interesting, this one. The Ace of Swords is catching my eye. Okay, so this message is for you. How do I explain this? I'll tell you what's going on, what I'm seeing happening here, okay? These are people who very ambitious, really trying to improve their lives, okay? And what I'm seeing is that like things are actually a lot better than they have been in like the past 6 months. Like you've come a long way. 6 months to a year, or 6 to 18 months. I feel like you've come a long way, but you don't feel entirely safe at rest, because even though things have improved, there's still like shit that you're dealing with. Like, let's say for example, I'll talk about myself. Okay, let's say that I'm like worried about saving money. Okay, and over the past year or so, I've been saving money to the point where it's like, oh wow, I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. I actually have some balance in my bank account. But then my car breaks down, or I gotta replace my car brakes now, right? And so this like big expense that feels unexpected, feels like something I cannot handle, is like starting to like weigh me down a little bit. Yeah, so that's kind of the situation that I'm feeling now, where it's like, okay, I feel like things were going good, things were going okay, but I start to feel a little bit more secure, and then all of a sudden something comes in that feels really stressful, and then it feels like I'm back at square one again. Okay, that's kind of where we're at right now. That's a situation that we're dealing with here, and it doesn't have to necessarily be in finances, but it's something that I feel like you're trying to break a pattern, or like a mindset around something that has been instilled in you since childhood or earlier. It could be something generational. So that's why I feel like the theme of money could be something, because like, I don't know, we live in capitalism. I feel like everybody who's like middle class, working class, it's like something that a lot of us deal with, right? Something like that. It's something like money, or like abundance, or pursuing a creative passion, or I don't know, being in a loving relationship. Things like, something like that, where it's like taking you a lot of work to change your mindset around something, and then now this other thing comes in, and it's like, oh shit, what do I do now? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now, before I even pull any other cards, that you're okay. I still I feel like you are safe with the 10 of Cups. Okay, so let's look at these two cards over here, right? It's almost like this could be the same playground again. I don't know why it's a playground. It's a playground to me. We're in the same playground, but this is just like one side of the playground, and this is the other side of the playground, all right? The cloud is moving. The cloud's not going to be there forever. It's going to be moving, but you're still going to be in this same happy scene, this same like playground where everybody is like, I don't know, frolicking in the fields. There's a rainbow right there. The rainbow is going to be there after this cloud moves away, because you see the sun's right there. And you also have the tools ready to be able to handle whatever this like potential setback might be, or this perceived setback is. There's something else I was supposed to say. The reason why it feels stressful is because this is the first time, or maybe the most significant incident that has occurred since you started to like make this mindset shift. But guess what? Like these things, they're gonna continue to come up, even as you continue to grow and heal. But the difference between you now and you 6 months, 18 months ago, a year ago, whatever the timeline might be, is that you're better equipped to deal with this thing. It's maybe you are getting triggered by this. I don't know. I don't really know clinically if that's what it is that I'm experiencing, but I do feel, regardless, that for those of you for whom this message resonates, is that what you're experiencing is like kind of a feeling of despair. You're being really hard on yourself, even though what's happening to you feels like something that's outside of your control. It's something that you don't have any control over. So I don't understand why you're trying to beat yourself up about it. I mean, I do understand I have compassion for you, but you don't have to. You don't have to beat yourself up about it, is what I'm trying to say. It's gonna be okay. Look at how far you've come, you know? I mean, like with the King of Wands, I see that whatever is happening right now is causing you to kind of doubt how far you've come, or maybe you feel like, am I even perceiving myself the right way? Am I still a loser or whatever, insert whatever label you want to put on yourself, which to me just feels really unfair and doesn't acknowledge like how bananas things have been getting, just like within the world in general. So please, like, give yourself a little bit more credit for your resiliency and all the progress that you've made. This, like, whatever the situation is, it's gonna pass, and I feel like you're gonna get out of it okay. Like, if you look at the Ace of Swords, okay, let's take a look at this card here. Look at the sun. Look at that big ass sword. Like, it's literally going through the cloud. Oop, I can't even point. It's going through the cloud. The sun's smiling. It's like, yay, you're doing it. You're achieving your goal. That's you there. And I don't know. I feel like you're totally equipped. You're totally equipped to deal with whatever this is. Yeah. And you have other people around you who, like, I feel like the other people around you, like, they're not even freaking out. Like, if you look at the other people in this playground that I made in my head, they're not freaking out. They see what's going on with you, but they're like, oh, you know what? They're going to handle it. It's going to be okay. What the heck, SIRI? Go away. All right. She went away. So, yeah. You're going to be okay. Just keep doing what you're doing. But, like, I think, like, continue on. But also, if you can, like, show yourself a little bit more kindness for dealing with situations out of your control and like handling it in a more I don't know, mature way than you ever had before, like, yeah, I don't know, you gotta recognize that for yourself. Yes. And we have the Seven of Cups again, which is, I think, reminding you that, you know, you have a choice. You have a choice when it comes to whether or not you want to continue on in your progress and, like, step into that, be this, like, new person that you've become when it comes to, like, all the work that you've been doing with your mindset, or if you want to, like, go back to the old you or the old way that you're doing things. You know, it's not good or bad, but one is hard. One is harder. You know, there's a reason why you want to make this change. So, and you've been living it this whole time. So, I don't know. I have a lot of compassion for you, and I see why it's, like, annoying, but I don't know. It kind of feels like a mindset thing to me. So, it seems like, and like I said, you've been doing it already. So, you can make this change. You can make the switch, but you have to choose it. Okay. Wow. At least we're not talking about haters in, like, each and every message this week. That's good. Feels like that hater energy is kind of, like, fading away now. So I'm happy for you all. If any of these messages resonated with you, or wow, okay, Queen G said, I feel like all three resonate with me. Well, shit, I hope that this week is better for you. And I hope that the homework from Spirit for you is helpful. Or you might be sleepy. I mean, honestly, it's a cold and rainy day in LA. If you're not sleepy, you must be a robot, you know? It's time to get cozy. Oh no. You know what? Yeah, I don't know. What do they say? Haters are my motivators. I don't know if that's actually good. Well, I don't know. I was like, it's interesting to think about haters from an Akashic perspective, to think that you and your haters made an agreement before you both came down to earth to show up in each other's lives in this way, and how much love and compassion must exist between you two on the soul level in order to be willing to affect the other person this way. I don't know. Is that helpful? Sometimes I think about it that way. And I do get emotional, and then other times I'm just like, why do we have to do it the hard way, I don't know. Oh my gosh, Samantha says, thank you for the 101st confirmation. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. It's my honor. So yeah, thank you all for showing up, and I appreciate you all for being understanding that I don't have the breath capacity that I usually do, but maybe you're happy because I'm not like screaming in your ears this year. This year I'm definitely going to be screaming in your ears, but maybe not today. Please like this video, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. And as always, if you want to go deeper into any of these messages, you can book a reading with me in the description or at brownbruha.com/book. Please leave the spirit homework viewers alone, okay? We don't want to be motivated by our haters. We just want to exist and do our things and grow and be happy, What is it? What is that quote from Mean Girls? Anyway, insert that here. All right, everybody. I'm going to get off of here and drink some kombucha and take care of myself. I hope that you take care of yourself too. I'm sending you all blessings, protection, wishes of abundance. I hope you find money on the ground. I hope that if you go to the bar, somebody buys you a drink and not in a creepy way. I hope that you go to McDonald's and you get extra fries. I don't know. I'm just wishing you all the best luck. You deserve it. And yeah. Until next time, I'll see you all in 2 weeks on here. Okay? All right. Take care. Bye.